That's what Jesus represented to me. Suffering and persecution and the abolition of everything I hold sacred. That he came to do away with the age-old covenant between the God of Israel and his people. He abolished all that and made a new covenant with the Gentiles. That was the Jesus I knew about from the culture in America that was surrounding me. And here I'm reading this Hebrew version of the Gospel of Matthew, and in the Greek, you find it as well. He says, I have come not to do away with one jot or one tittle, in Matthew 5:17. And I'm there dealing with the jots and tittles, and I'm like, oh, wow. So he wait a minute, that's not the Jesus of Christianity. And look, I'm not telling Christians what they should believe. If they want to proclaim the Apostles' Creed, that's a matter of faith, between them
and that's their religion.
Right.
That's a religion. Well, religion.
And it could be a matter of faith, but if you say that you believe in this man, shouldn't you know what he said? Shouldn't you focus? And that's where I can provide some perspective. Okay, everything in between born of a virgin and suffered under Pilate. So that's where I can bring some perspective. Here was a Jewish prophet who was preaching to a Jewish audience, speaking to them in their terms. They knew what jots and tittles were. They went to the synagogue every Shabbat and they encountered these things. They knew the precision of the nuance between barkat and bareket. This was something they heard every week in the synagogue. And so when he says that, they're like, oh, okay, this guy isn't coming to do away with the covenant of Sinai. Heaven forbid. He's coming. He's talking about fulfillment and bringing it to back to its original understanding. And wait a minute, our rabbi in the synagogue is sitting in that chair called the seat of Moses telling us what it means, and it's completely different than what's being read from the scroll.